oil down the desert way has been shaken to the top. The shaky drove his Cadillac. He went a cruising down the hill. The person was a standing on the radiator grill. Shawty don't like it. Rock Casbah, rock Casbah. Shawty don't like it. Rock Casbah, do we go now? Where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go? Oh, where do we go now? Where do we go? Sweet child, where do we go now? Where do we go now? Summer day, made of silver, not of clay. Ooh, I've been running down this dusty road. Ooh, the wheel in the sky keeps on turning. I don't know where I'll be tomorrow. Wheel in the sky keeps on turning. They pulled in just behind the bridge. He lays her down, he frowns. Gee, my life's a funny thing. Am I still too young? He kissed the diamond there. She took his ring, took his babies. It took him minutes, took her nowhere. Heaven knows he'd have taken anything. All night. She was a young American. Young American, young American. She was the young American. All night. But she was the young American. All the way from Washington. Her breadwinner begs off the bathroom floor. We live for just these 20 years. Do we have to die for the 50 more? And all night, he was the young American. Young American, he was the young American. All right, but he was the young American. Do you remember your President Nixon? Do you remember the bills you have to pay, or even yesterday? You ain't a pepper, you ain't a horse, a bird's got a canyon, a lady got a Chrysler, Rick's got the stacker, White's got a soul train, Mama's got cramps, and look at your handshake. I heard the news today, oh boy. I got a sweet and you got the fear. Is there a man who can say no more? Is there a woman I can suck on the jaw? Is there a child I can help with that judging? Is there a pen that will write before they die? Ain't you proud that you stuck our faces? Ain't there one damn song that can make me break down and cry? All night, I want the young American. Young American, the young American. I want the young American. Oh, I want the young American, young American, young American. I was with you one. I was with you one. You want what I want you. I want you one.
Stay warm this winter with the help of Lennox and Stark's Plumbing and Heating Services. Not only stay warm, though, also enjoy great indoor air quality with iWave. iWave safely treats the air throughout the home. It kills mold, bacteria, and viruses. It also reduces odors from pets, cooking, and other sources, including allergens, smoke, static electricity, and dust in the air, and no maintenance, no bulb or other parts to replace. iWave through Stark's Plumbing and Heating today.
Newcomer Schaefer, Spangler, and Breininger is a great group of experts with a common goal: to serve the legal needs of this area with the greatest degree of integrity and excellence. Along with that, they respect and support the athletes in tonight's game for their determination and teamwork. An attorney's relationship with their client is like the one between a coach and their player, a position of trust. Newcomer Schaefer, Spangler, and Breininger are proud supporters of all the athletes and wish them continued success always. The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
I'm Paul Rohrig at the Fackler Monument Company in Montpelier, Ohio. We know it's not easy to select a memorial in a time of sorrow, so we invite you to visit us as part of your pre-planning.
I'm Sally Jo Metzger. There's no high pressure, and by talking to us now, there's no stress. Just good information for you to make your choice.
At Fackler Monument, we feature the largest indoor memorial display in the tri-state area with a variety of colors, shapes, and sizes.
The Fackler Monument Company of Montpelier, Ohio. Check us out online at facklermonument.com.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Contact Rick Taylor Insurance Agency of Bryan for more information today. Are you looking for an excellent investment opportunity? AmeriMade Realty has a duplex for sale in downtown West Unity listed for only $69,900. Offering 2 spacious 2-bedroom, 1-bath units, this property has over 2,400 square feet and also offers basement storage, separated utilities, and ample parking. Some updates have been done already, so come check it out and put your money to work for you. Call the AmeriMade Realty team at 636-7653. That's 636-SOLD. AmeriMade Realty, your hometown real estate pro.
At American Family Insurance, they know your life has many moving parts. From your 4 wheels to your hard-earned home and the financial future of your family, they'll cover the things that matter most. Bundle your home and auto policies for possible savings and add life insurance for convenient, future-focused protection so you can keep dreaming towards what's next. For details, contact Danielle Van Atta, agent. Call 419-636-0408 or stop by 1318 East High Street, Suite A in Bryan.
Tonight's broadcast of Golden Bear Sports is proudly streamed by BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet. BMU is your hometown local provider for digital HD cable and high-speed internet. Call BMU today at 419-633-6100 or visit us on the web at cityofbryan.net. Go Bears from all of us at BMU.
And welcome out to Bryan High School, where tonight the Bryan Bears play host to the Swanton Bulldogs here on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Chris Malenga and Brian Arnold with you. And we've got senior night, so we're going to be honoring some seniors and some shot makers. So we're going to turn it down to our public address announcer and actually to Coach Fisher right now. And we're waiting for Coach to get everybody down there and get them organized. All right, here we go.
All right, real quick, like we do every year in our last home game, we want to recognize the youth shot makers from the summer before. This is something that's been really big with a lot of the kids in the last few years, and some of these kids are phenomenal at getting their shots up and make sure they keep track of it, and their parents have been excellent with that as well. So we've got them a t-shirt and let them be recognized in front of everybody. First one, Amaya Langham. Sixth grader Amaya made 6,575 shots this summer. Great job, Amaya. Next one is 4th grader Mason Ginneman. Mason made 3,127 shots this summer. Great job, Mason. Next one, Kelsey Thiel, 6th grader. Kelsey made 9,000 shots over the summer. Also a 6th grader, Carter Altaffer. Carter made 5,549 shots in the summer. Great job, Carter. 2nd grader, Kaysen Buchanan. April through July, Kaysen made 2,411 shots. Awesome job, Kaysen. Our best veteran we've had, Tyler Tipton, 4th grader. He's done it every year since kindergarten. Unbelievable. Tyler made 5,000 shots this summer. Great job again, Tyler. And last one, Max Neff. Believe it or not, Max made 11,000 shots this summer. You guys, if you don't mind, look right through here and smile at everybody. They'll get you a picture. Please give them a round of applause. Great job, guys.
The Shot Makers Club. That's a lot of shots there, Brian.
A lot of makes.
That's right.
I could shoot that many times. I don't know about make that many times.
So yeah, the kids did a great job this summer making the shots, and now we're going to introduce our cheerleaders and our basketball team once these guys clear the floor.
Senior recognition for cheerleaders and for basketball players. First up, the cheerleaders. Our first cheerleader who's a senior this year is Jamie Lynn Davis. Jamie is the daughter of James and Tina Davis. Her siblings are Alyssa, Nicole, and Tina Davis. Her future plans are to cheer and attend Trine University and major in psychology and minor in sports psychology. Her favorite cheer moment was at the Delta game last year. She forgot her cheer shoes and had to cheer in her Air Force Ones. Ladies and gentlemen, Jamie Lynn Davis. Next up is Karina McDougall, daughter of Matt and Rachel McDougall. Siblings are Brent, Olivia, Alyssa, Emma, and Jackson. Future plans to attend Ball State University, chirp, chirp, and major in pre-engineering. Her favorite memory is playing Just Dance at the Christmas party or her first year joining. Ladies and gentlemen, Karina McDougall. Up next, we have Ireland Moore. Ireland is the daughter of Doug and Christy Moore and siblings Eon Moore. Her future plans are to attend the University of Cincinnati to major in physical therapy and minor in athletic training. She also plans on trying out for the Bearcats cheer squad. Her favorite basketball cheer memory is she didn't really have a specific favorite memory. This year in general has been her favorite memory. Her whole squad here, and it felt like these girls were this last year for Brian. Ladies and gentlemen, Ireland Moore. Now to the basketball players. Our first senior for the night, Mr. Cannon Lamberson. Cannon is the son of Steve and Kathy Lamberson. Siblings are Peyton and Kennedy. Future plans to attend Ohio State University and major in business. His favorite basketball memory is riding in the car on the way to the gym with Peyton, Zane, Connor, and Titus listening to Alonzo Ball. Ladies and gentlemen, Cannon Lamberson. Up next, Mr. Keith Moniz Heward. Keith is the son of Matt and Nikki Heward, Moselle, and major in psychology. Before a JV game, Coach Zuber asked us what his favorite saying was, and everyone said "Lon Hobert," which is an acronym for shooting, and he said no. And for the first time all year, he said the early bird gets the worm. Ladies and gentlemen, Keith Moniz Heward. Up next, Mr. Titus Rohr. Titus's parents are Brock and Tasha Rohr, and siblings are Noah and Grace. His future plans are undecided, and his favorite basketball memory was in upward basketball. He would always chuck three-pointers in the middle of him shooting. His coach yelled stop until he made one, and then switched, and then from then on he said, never mind, keep shooting, and that's how he lives and operates by that mentality to this day. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Titus Rohr. Up next, Mr. Dakota Shaw. Dakota is the son of Jessica Shaw. His siblings are Zachary and Paisley. Future plans to attend the University of Toledo to major in business and economics. His favorite basketball memory is when Coach Rocky said he went to the NFL Combine for punting and then punted a basketball at the gym wall. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dakota Shaw. And last but not least, Mr. Braden Showalter. Braden is being escorted by Nick and Lydia Showalter. His sibling is Jalen. His future plans are to go into the workforce, and his favorite basketball memory is all of Coach Zuber's John Wooden quotes before JV games. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Braden Showalter. As we celebrate our seniors tonight, the class of 2021 deserves a huge shout out for being role models for all of us. Not only do they have little eyes looking upon them, but they have set an example for all by following the guidelines and never complaining about what they had to continue to live through. Not only did they lose a complete spring season last year, but this year has been far from normal. You prepare and practice every day like normal, not knowing what the next day holds. Your season could change in the blink of an eye. You continue to participate in competition without many of your classmates cheering from student sections, along with having only a few family members in attendance. What you have learned this year will take you far in life. Thank you for setting that example, both on and off the court. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2020-21 seniors.
Our senior cheerleaders and basketball players, and I think what they said right there was totally true. They've worked through a lot this year, missing spring season, and then having to play this year under a different kind of scenario. So we wish congratulate them and wish them the best of luck in the future endeavors.
Yeah, you've got back-to-back classes now that have dealt with this unprecedented event, and I get the good fortune to see these kids a lot, see them in the hallways and see them around my own kids, and they have been fantastic kids. They've got a great attitude. You wouldn't know. Looking at it from the outside, you really wouldn't know they're going through these kind of things. They've just handled it, rolled with the punches, and Mr. Hughes said it best there. It's like they know they've got little eyes on them, and they've set a great example for the kids that are younger than them.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to get down to business here in this NWOL contest between the Bryan Golden Bears and the Swanton Bulldogs. It's going to be an interesting night tonight. The Bears have not shot particularly well, and when I talked to Coach Fisher during the extra point preview, he kind of indicated that as well, that if they could just get some shots to fall, things might be different this year. And so we're going to see how they do this year. So we're going to take our first time out, and when we come back, we are going to talk with Coach Fisher about his thoughts on the season and even preview their tournament draw, and we'll do that and much more after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Winter is upon us, and with the coronavirus pandemic ongoing, our community, businesses, and children are challenged more than ever to remain positive, optimistic, and healthy through the darkest months of the year. So we invite you to participate in making our community brighter, healthier, and more vibrant than ever. Let's all give a high five to thrive. Everyone in our community can participate in the High Five to Thrive movement, from small children coloring pictures, to individuals patronizing businesses, to businesses hanging high fives in their windows. We all play a role in making our community positive and healthy. Visit facebook.com/High Five to Thrive to learn more. Will you high five to thrive?
Newcomer Schaefer, Spangler, and Breininger is a great group of experts with a common goal: to serve the legal needs of this area with the greatest degree of integrity and excellence. Along with that, they respect and support the athletes in tonight's game for their determination and teamwork. An attorney's relationship with their client is like the one between a coach and their player, a position of trust. Newcomer Schaefer, Spangler, and Breininger are proud supporters of all the athletes and wish them continued success always.
Stay warm this winter with the help of Lennox and Stark's Plumbing and Heating Services. Not only stay warm, though, also enjoy great indoor air quality with iWave. iWave safely treats the air throughout the home. It kills mold, bacteria, and viruses. It also reduces odors from pets, cooking, and other sources, including allergens, smoke, static electricity, and dust in the air, and no maintenance, no bulb or other parts to replace. iWave wave through Stark's Plumbing and Heating today.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Imagine owning a newer home with 5 private acres, nearly 3,000 square feet of living space, plus a finished basement, a pole barn, covered porch, and more. Now stop imagining and call the AmeriMade Realty team and ask about 4657 Rosedale Road in Hicksville. This incredible 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath home is available for sale and located in the Central Local School District. Phone AmeriMade Realty today at 636-7653. 636 sold. AmeriMade Realty, your hometown real estate.
At American Family Insurance, they know your life has many moving parts. From your 4 wheels to your hard-earned home and the financial future of your family, they'll cover the things that matter most. Bundle your home and auto policies for possible savings and add life insurance for convenient, future-focused protection so you can keep dreaming towards what's next. For details, contact Danielle Van Atta, agent. Call 419-636-0408 or stop by 1318 East High Street, Suite A in Bryan.
When a loved one passes away, there are all kinds of decisions to make for funeral arrangements.
But one thing you can do now to make it easier on your loved ones is to pick out a memorial. I'm Paul Rohrig at the Fackler Monument Company in Montpelier, Ohio.
And I'm Sally Jo Metzger. We're here to take the burden off of your family with just a conversation.
At Fackler Monument, we feature the largest indoor memorial display in the tri-state area.
The Fackler Monument Company of Montpelier, Ohio, serving families since 1924. Check us out online at facklermonument.com.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Contact Rick Taylor Insurance Agency of Bryan for more information today.
Welcome back on the Golden Bears Sports Network. Chris Malanga alongside Brandon Fisher, coach of the Bryan Golden Bears. And Coach, wrapping up the regular season tonight against Swanton in the league. And tell us a little bit about Swanton.
They got a lot of guys that are similar. You know, they've got 3-4 guys that can shoot from outside, and that causes a big problem when you're a zone team like we are. So we're going to have to try and limit their, penetration and kicks, but they can shoot it from any angle, really. And they've got 4 guys that can really get out and do it. So we're going to have to make sure we cover the 3-point line and try and get them inside, where the big guys are.
How do they match up to us defensively if we're trying to get it inside to our post players?
I think we'll have a size advantage, but, we've had that most of the time. That's not really been an issue. It's been, when teams are triple teaming guys that are in the post, and then we kick it out and we just haven't made a lot of shots. So, we've gotten a lot of shots we wanted. We haven't got a lot of them to drop yet. So hopefully if we start hitting those, we'll be fine.
Absolutely. So that's what it's been this season, as you've been just getting shots and they just haven't been falling.
It's been a lot of that. A lot of teams are going to take away, obviously, Titus, and we've had some, I thought, a lot of times where we've really gotten the shots we've liked, and it just haven't really fallen much. We've tried, but I'm proud of the fact that we still get the shots we want most of the time. And defensively, we've got beaten up here a little bit. We just played against a kid who's nominated to be a McDonald's All-American Saturday. Yeah. He lit us up pretty good. So that was, if I wasn't coaching against it, that would have been amazing to watch.
Yeah.
I've seen guys hit them from the volleyball line before, but that kind of stuff hopefully doesn't happen to us. We've had a few teams get hot on us in a hurry from the 3-point line or really deep. Liberty's done it, Evergreen kind of did it, and then of course Cardinal Stritch really did it. So hopefully we get a little bit of luck tonight where all the shots aren't falling.
Absolutely. I don't want to look past this game, but I do want to ask you about your tournament draw. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one, but it worked out pretty well for us considering we were 9. So, we were hoping. The biggest thing is you wanted to avoid the playing game with Shawnee. That's not anything anybody wants to be a part of whatsoever. So we avoided that. It's a Tuesday night, the higher seats hosting this year for the first time. So that's nice that it's not an hour and a half drive down to wherever. It's only a half hour to Napoleon. We've already played there this year, and it was a time when we were really, really struggling. So I know we're better since then. Hopefully they're comfortable with that place. A lot of the kids have been there multiple times, so that shouldn't be too big a deal. So that's good news. The biggest thing is they've improved a little bit. We're going to have to try and handle their pressure. Last time, they really turned the ball over on us. Second, third quarter when we played them, we beat them. But first and fourth quarter when they pressured us, we got down pretty bad. So we're going to hopefully can handle that a lot.
Oh, I hope we finish the season off with a win against Swanton tonight, and then look forward to next week and a win against Napoleon. Hopefully those two things will happen and keep moving along.
No, it's possible. It's a funny thing when you're coaching, man. You could have a lot of success, and I've talked to people about this lately that have had a lot. We've had a lot here lately and done really well the last few years, and sometimes that happens. It's a very kind of fickle thing when you have a lot of new guys, especially with the COVID, how they're going to fit together. And if you get that big win at Wasion when you have a lead, that kind of thing can change the season sometimes. And that happens. A lot of people have gone through that. Kids have gone through that, and it's tough. But I'm telling you, if a few shots go down here and there, when we've gotten them, we can win the next couple games and have a chance to go to district again, regardless of record. So that is entirely a possibility.
Well, we hope for that to happen, and we wish you the best of luck tonight against Swanton.
All right, thanks, buddy. I got Jersey Day today.
Do you?
If you're wondering why I'm not dressed up, I got Jim McMahon jersey on with the Bears.
There you go.
Like you used to. So if that looks goofy in there, that's why.
All right, we'll be back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
This, Mr. Stanton, is the Ford F-150. It is the all-time best-selling truck in history of the world. Recently intercepted engineering designs show that it, the new Ford Mach-E, and the Ford Bronco are about to cause dramatic changes to the transportation industry. Your mission, if you and your team choose to accept it, is to expose these revolutionary vehicles to the world. This message will self-destruct you.
Are you interested in a bachelor's degree? Did you know you can get your start at Northwest State, save thousands on tuition, and get your credits transferred to the four-year school of your choice? For more information on the NSCC Bachelor's Bound Pathway, contact our advising center today or stop by. All roads begin at Northwest State.
It's pretty obvious that there is a huge inventory of trailers at Jason Deach Trailer Sales in Edgerton. But what you can't see is how many parts they have available. Axles, brakes, doors, fenders, hitches, hinges, electrical, lighting, suspensions, tie-downs, toolboxes, tires, and wheels. If it's a part you need for your trailer, you can get it online or in person at Jason Deach Trailer Sales on the east side of Edgerton.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters invites you to become Bryan Strong. In the past 3 years, the Bryan Athletic Booster Board of Directors has purchased new women's basketball uniforms, new football uniforms, and the Athletic Wall of Fame you can see in the hallway next to the gymnasium at Bryan High School. They have also made donations to the Bryan Soccer Association for the Lighting Project and the Bryan Swim and Dive teams to offset the cost of YMCA diving board and pool equipment. With your contributions, we can accomplish even more. Become a Bryan Strong corporate patron today. Go Bears!
Here at Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home, we understand that each person is unique in their own way.
We help families honor the lives of those they love by highlighting what made their loved ones special and honoring the legacy that was left.
Funerals are only limited by one's imagination and what they feel is appropriate.
Please allow us to work with you when the time comes to provide compassionate and personalized service for you and your family.
Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home, we are always here when you need us.
Tonight's broadcast of Golden Bear Sports is proudly streamed by BMU Cable and high-speed internet. BMU is your hometown local provider for digital HD cable and high-speed internet. Call BMU today at 419-633-6100 or visit us on the web at cityofbryan.net. Go Bears from all of us at BMU.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, Chris Malenga alongside Brian Arnold. And Coach, we got Swanton here in town. Bears had a rough weekend last weekend. They had a loss on Friday at Evergreen 59-46. And then on Saturday, Cardinal Stritch came in here and put on a show with a 90-51 win. And the stat that kind of threw me was that Cardinal Stritch and Evergreen had 60% shooting in those two games. And anytime you do that and you can't shoot well, that runs into a buzzsaw.
That makes for a rough weekend for sure. And I think buzzsaw is the right way to describe it, especially the second game on Saturday. Cardinal Stritch's got a really nice team, a couple of really fantastic individual players, and they showed up. And they played like they could play. And talking to Coach Fisher and Coach Bassett before that game last week, they talked about Lima Central Catholic, who's a really good basketball team, got some kids that can defend, and they had trouble keeping the best players from Stritch away from the rim and getting hands up on shots. So, it was a little bit of everything bad as far as the Bears were concerned. Didn't shoot the ball well, didn't take care of it, and the other teams were really shooting the lights out.
I tell you what, I watched them shoot from the volleyball 10-foot line, right with that A, and they were hitting them. They scored 21 straight points on threes to start the game, and at one point it was 21-2, and it was rough, and it just didn't get any better there. Bears had trouble shooting, but now, you've got those wiped away. You got a good team in Swanton coming in here. You want to finish the season strong. Swanton's 11-9. They're 3-3 in the league. They just lost to Archbold last week. And, a good way to wrap your season up with a win here and then hopefully make a little bit of noise in the tournament.
Yeah,
but
Sorry, just going to say you're right. Do some good things here on senior night. Last chance for a group of kids to step on the floor and play. Didn't get the opportunity to host a tournament game this year, so we're going to be on the road for that at Napoleon. And you got a chance for your second season, and anything can happen. I know as an old coach, the one thing we like to talk about with the tournament is everybody's 0-0. So get a win here, get a chance to break some film down on Napoleon and maybe win a game in the tournament and leave the season with a really good taste in your mouth with a chance to make a tournament run.
Absolutely, but Swanton stands in the way first, and Swanton has two 6'3" guys, Josh Vance and Andrew Thornton, that are averaging more than 14 points a game and more than 5 rebounds a game, and they're going to be a formidable opponent here against the Golden Bears.
Yeah, Swanton's got some kids who can score the basketball, that's for sure, and that's going to be a challenge. It has been here, like you said, last weekend, a lot of the year. Challenge for the Bears to shut down the other team's best player. But the other thing I noticed, like you and I were talking about beforehand, is a lot of the offense comes from 3 places. Those 2 players, and then one other guy, Cole Mitchie, averaging 7, and then another player that's averaging just over 6. So it's not like it's going to come at you from a lot of different directions. Swanton is who Swanton is. Those couple of players who are averaging over 14 apiece, if they struggle and you can make them struggle, that's going to hurt their flow offensively, and then maybe we can turn some good defense into some offense tonight and get a little spark going.
Meanwhile, Titus Rohr is the NWAL leader in 15.8 points per game, and it's been quiet because he has been double, triple, quadruple team pretty much all season long, and he's second in the conference in rebounding. So, anytime you look at somebody like Titus and what he's been able to do in the face of adversity, it's pretty amazing.
Every time we do a boys game, Titus has 6 eyes on him. He's got 8 eyes on him. When he's got the ball, it's everybody's eyes are on him. Never alone, never sees a lot of single team matchups. Probably one of the toughest 15-point averages a kid's going to have in high school. Just battles for every bucket that he gets, battles for every 2 points that he can get. And like you said, hits the boards. He does a lot of the hard work that you need to do. Would love to see him go out with a really nice night to end his home career here for the Bears.
Dakota Shaw, who hasn't been a part of the program, I don't think, before this year, had 10 points and 4 rebounds against Stritch, and he's up there on the league as well, averaging 6 rebounds. We're going to need him as well. Want to thank our sponsors bringing you the game tonight here on the Golden Bear Sports Network. They include Bryan Ford Lincoln, Northwest State Community College, Jason Deach Collision and Custom, Krill Funeral Service, the Bryan Athletic Boosters, BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet, Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Grimm Paints, and Veterans Services of Williams County. We're going to send it down to our public address announcer here tonight.
Just as a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, masks to be worn at all times unless you're eating, drinking, or have a pre-existing medical condition. Please wear your mask at all times. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, America is the land of the free and home of the brave, and that freedom has been afforded to us by the dedication and sacrifice of brave servicemen and women currently deployed and those that have come before them. To honor these extraordinary men and women and our nation, would you please rise in the playing of our national anthem? Mr. Philip Hensler, and Mr. Donald Snell. Gentlemen, welcome to Bryan High School. Speaking of the officials, everybody here is free to disagree with anything that they do and say tonight, but any derogatory and or profane comments will result in your early exit, so please keep it clean. Thank you. Now to meet the teams. First for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Swanton Bulldogs. Starters for Swan, number 2, Josh Vance. Number 3, Trent Weigel. Number 22, Hayden Calicott. Number 23, Andrew Thornton. And number 25, Cole Mitchie. Varsity coach is Joel Visser, varsity assistant Bruce Smith, JV coach Josh Bragg, and freshman coach Russell Bacon. And now for your Golden Bears. And a guard of 5'11", senior number 1, Braden Showalter. And a guard of 6'3", senior number 22, Kevin Lamberson. And a forward of 6 foot, senior number 23, Keith Hoover. And a forward of 6'4", senior number 32, Dakota Shaw. And a center of 6'7", senior number 12, Titus Roar. Varsity coaches Brandon Fisher, assistant Eric Rupert, Chad Bassett, Steve Lamberson, JV coaches Jaden Balderas, and freshman coaches Peyton Speed and Lyndon Speed. Gentlemen, let's play ball.
There you go, the starting lineups, and all the seniors getting the start tonight for the Golden Bears, and I like to see that on senior night.
Yeah, good opportunity for these kids. That's a fun way to go out.
All right, so it'll be Titus Rohr in center circle. He'll be tipping off against Andrew Thornton, 6'3" versus 6'7". And we'll get this one underway. Tip is up, and it comes down to Calicott for Swanton. Weigel will bring it up now, back over to Mitchie. Now Thornton underneath. Vance up for 2. Vance averaging 14.4 points per game, and
nice,
he got his first
right
2.
away there against the zone. Nice quick ball movement. Found the cutter on the block.
Heward with it at the top of the key, over to Showalter. Showalter back to Titus Rohr on the left side. Rohr will look to drive. Spin moves, puts a, nope, he went to Shaw. Shaw finds Lamberson underneath for a nice move.
Nice, another nice look. Good ball movement there from the Bears.
Vance with the basketball. He'll go left side to Mitchie. Now back over to Weigel right. They'll feed it underneath Thornton, then dish it back out. 3-ball in the air is rattled in and out by Vance. Rebound will come down to Heward. Showalter will bring it down. Over to Shaw, now back over to Lamberson. Lamberson drives, then back out. Showalter with it now. Showalter will give the Shaw down low on the left side. Now back out. Rohr launches a 3-ball in the air, no good. Rebound comes down to Thornton of Swanton. He's heading the other way.
I like the pace so far for both teams. Got a couple of good shots, taking care of the basketball. Defense has been pretty solid on both ends, just a little better offense.
Underneath, Thornton misses a shot. He was guarded by Titus Rohr, and Heward will get the rebound. Lamberson now back to Heward. Heward's at the top of the key between the circles, then over to Showalter left side. Showalter to Shaw. Shaw, he'll go baseline, then kick out to Rohr. Rohr will go baseline, high dribble, puts up a shot, it is blocked, and then on the rebound, Rohr will get the foul, committing the harm.
Nice defense there by Swanton. Good help came, didn't bite on the shot fake, got a piece of Titus's shot, and then a little bit of a frustration foul after that.
Rohr's first team first. We're 2-2 here. 6:09 remaining first quarter. Swanton with the basketball. Weigel will bring it up, averaging 6.8 points per game. He will go to Thornton on the right wing. Thornton gives back to Weigel. Weigel will go left side now to Mitchie. Now back top of the key to Weigel. He'll look to drive and then dish to Thornton. Thornton will feed underneath to Vance. Vance surrounded. Will kick back out with a nice move, and they'll reset it up.
A little bit of a set play. Swanton's run twice against the baseline of our zone to get Vance open on the block.
3-ball for Weigel. Rattles no good. Rebound will come down to Showalter. They clear down. Showalter has it. Now to Heward, top of the key. Heward will work around the screen from Shaw, then finds Shaw underneath. Shaw at the baseline, working against Weigel. He'll kick back out to Heward. Heward head fake, dribble drive, and then he'll have to kick back out, and he finds Rohr back left side on the foul line extended.
Dakota Shaw had a mismatch down there on the block, just didn't recognize. Needs to trust himself.
Showalter with it. Showalter comes to Heward.
Happening right here. Nice takeaway.
Stolen away by Mitchie, who slams it home. 4-2 now. Mitchie makes a statement there with a steal and the swish.
Yeah, really intense man-to-man defense. Nice steal at the top and the big flush on the other end for the Swanton Bulldog.
Rohr puts up a foul line or shot at the block, no good. Rebound will come down. Swanton going the other way with Vance. And now a 3-ball from Thornton is in the air and they bury it, so it's 7-2 quickly. And the Bears need to get settled down and get into their offense. This was a 2-2 game, and Swanton's put together a mini 5-0 run here.
A good example of some defense leading to offense. Say that, I probably say that too much, but a nice tip away with the dunk, and then they open 3. Another turnover there from the Bears.
Gonna see a couple subs. A.J. Martinez will check in, as will Evan Cox. Heward and Showalter will sit down. Thornton will bring it down for the Bulldogs. He'll go right side to Vance. Now they give it back out to Calicott. Calicott working against Martinez. Underneath, they lose the basketball. Weigel, they get it down to Cox. Cox waits for somebody to clear, then he gives to Titus Rohr. And now baseline, now back out. 3-ball in the air for Martinez. High, no good. Rebound will not happen because it went off the top of the backboard.
Good run out by Evan Cox. I think he's just better served to take that up.
Yep, I agree with you.
Trying to let the blow-by happen, and then too much help got there from the Swanton D.
At the very least, you might draw a foul.
Try to get some contact, get to the free throw line.
Calicott with it now, working against the zone from the Bears. Calicott working against Cox. They'll kick out to Vance. Vance will feed underneath to Thornton, then back out to Mitchie, who buries a 3. It's 10-2 now, Swanton.
Nice inside out by the Bulldogs right there. The ball doesn't sit very long. It's in and out of hands. Tough for the zone to rotate quick enough.
Lamberson will kick out to Martinez. He'll go baseline, put up a shot. No good, no foul. Rebound will come down to Swanton. And blowing past everybody and putting up a shot is going to be Josh Vance. He misses it, but draws the foul from Cannon Lamberson. on the way by.
Nice push there by Vance. Really put some pressure on the Bryan defense to recover. Looks like we got confused in transition a little bit. Nice job attacking the rim.
So far early on, my things that I've seen, Swanton, as you said, doing a great job going inside, outside, but also active hands on their defense.
Yeah, I'm impressed with their defense. Good man-to-man. They're playing some help, but they're also up in our shorts pretty good, and they're forcing some mistakes by the Bears.
That one is good, so it's 12-2 now. Bears trail by 10. Martinez with the basketball. He'll go left side to Cox, who's at the foul line extended beyond the three-point arc. Cox will go inside, then give out to Titus Rohr. Rohr puts up a shot, off balance, no good. Rebound comes down to Weigel, and he'll go the other way with it quickly. Vance now has it. Vance will go back to Weigel, left side. Weigel has it, now they'll go back to Vance. Vance looking for a cutter, they get it underneath to Thornton. Thornton turns, puts up a shot at the foul line, and it's good, 14-2.
And Coach Fisher's got to be feeling a little bit of snake bite here. Another team comes out shooting really hot. The Bears have been challenging most of these shots, but they've still been really hot from the field.
And Evan Cox just gets called for an offensive foul. I'm not entirely sure what they saw there, but that's what they whistled.
Must have seen a little elbow, a little push or something. Yeah, we'll trust his better angle than ours, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. Calicott brings it up now. They'll go left side to Thornton. Thornton back to Calicott, top of the key. Calicott will go to the right side, then dish out to a wide open Thornton who launches a three, no good. Rebound tipped around. They get it underneath. Shot is good by Cole Mitchie. He was just in a good position there. And we're going to finally get our timeout from Coach Fisher. 16-2, Bears trail with 1:55 remaining first quarter. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network, presented by BMU.
It's pretty obvious that there is a huge inventory of trailers at Jason Deach Trailer Sales in Edgerton. But what you can't see is how many parts they have available. Axles, brakes, doors, fenders, hitches, hinges, electrical, lighting, suspensions, tie-downs, toolboxes, tires, and wheels. If it's a part you need for your trailer, you can get it online or in person at Jason Deach Trailer Sales on the east side of Edgerton.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network. It's not been a great start for the Bears as they trail 16-2 to the Swanton Bulldogs, and it's been a combination of not shooting well, Swanton shooting well, and turnovers for the Bears.
Another opponent shooting the lights out at the start. 4 of 5 from 2, 2 of 5 from 3. Active on the offensive boards, but really doing a nice job on this end is Swanton, just really working hard defensively.
Martinez with the basketball. He gives to Shaw between the circles. Shaw will give over to Cox. Cox tries to feed it underneath to Rohr. Rohr has it, then dishes out. They'll try to reset as Cox has it. Cox inside the three-point arc puts up a shot, no good. Rebound will come down to Thornton, who will go the other way quickly. Vance has it now behind the three-point arc on the right-hand side. Vance will give top of the key to Mitchie. Mitchie will give to Thornton. Thornton is on the left side, back to Vance on the right.
A lot of one and done for the Bears too. We have not gotten second chance opportunities at all early on here.
Another three ball in the air comes off front rim for Thornton, but Swanton gets the rebound, and now Thornton will go inside, and now dish back out to Calicott and skip it over to Vance. Vance on the left-hand side. They'll feed it under. Thornton has it, working against Rohr. Spins around, dishes over. Three ball in the air is no good, but the rebound and the putback is Cole Mitchie. That's Mitchie with 9 so far.
He got caught asleep on the backside there. Mitchie just worked his way in, got the backside rebound. We had a couple of Bears watching the shot instead of getting a body on somebody.
Bears have it underneath to Rohr. He's baseline, puts up a shot off glass and good. And it stops the bleeding at 18-4 with 23 seconds to play here first quarter. Poked away, Martinez with it. Martinez puts up a shot and good. We're under 15 seconds to play, so it's 18-6 now. Thornton holding for the last shot for Swanton. Thornton works around the screen, then puts up an off-balance three, no good. And that'll end the first period of play with your score, Swanton 18, Bryan 6. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network, presented by BMU.
This, Mr. Stanton, is the Ford F-150. It is the all-time best-selling truck in history of the world. Recently intercepted engineering designs show that it, the new Ford Mach-E, and the Ford Bronco are about to cause dramatic changes to the transportation industry. Your mission, if you and your team choose to accept it, is to expose these revolutionary vehicles to the world. This message will self-destruct you.
Are you interested in a bachelor's degree? Did you know you can get your start at Northwest State, save thousands on tuition, and get your credits transferred to the four-year school of your choice? For more information on the NSCC Bachelor's Bound Pathway, contact our advising center today or stop by. All roads begin at Northwest State.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, 18-6. Swanton leads Bryan here in this NWL matchup. It's the regular season finale for the Bears, probably the Bulldogs too, as we start tournaments here in just a few days. Bears will get it to start the second quarter rather. Cox will give it to Cannon Lamberson. Lamberson will give over to Martinez. Actually, that's Showalter.
And we've got Craig Jackson on the floor for the first time for the Bears. Bears have got to be able to match the defensive intensity that the Bulldogs are showing here. Just
absolutely
super active and knock down some shots.
Jackson launches a three and airballs it. Thornton picks it up, feeds it ahead to Josh Vance, who puts it up and in. That makes it 20-6.
I do like the way Swanton likes to get out off a miss. They got some purpose. They get up the floor, they do a nice job in transition, and they've hurt us a little bit there.
Roar with it, we'll give to Cox. Cox to Showalter there on the left wing.
You see, Swan's just pushing us. We're running offense at 24, 25 feet, having a lot of trouble getting anything going in towards the basket.
They find Lamberson there, and he steps out of bounds. So even when they do get somebody open and find him, he's got 1 foot out of bounds.
I like the way we were attacking the basket early. Swanton's help is good. We need to continue to attack when help comes. Find a guy to dish to or just go draw some fouls. We can't settle for everything outside the line.
Vance with it. We'll give over to Zalapski. Now to Calicott. Calicott underneath, then kicks out to Weigel. Cross court over to Vance. And we've got an offensive foul. That's going to be called on Trent Weigel. That'll be his first, team first.
Yeah, a little bit of a moving screen there. A lot of activity, though, for anybody that's watching that plays the game. Swanton really does a nice job of moving without the basketball. Everybody's in constant motion. Ball moves quickly.
Bears trail 20-6. Trying to get some offense going here. Showalter will dribble around a screen. And Swanton is right out on everybody.
Yep.
Roar with it now. And you don't want him out there. I mean, he can shoot it from out there, as we saw in the senior night. But, you know, it's challenging when your big guy can't get underneath in post.
Yeah, and the last time he got it down on the block, it was a pretty easy bucket. So it'd be nice to see him get back down there again.
And Cox misses the three ball. A nice hustle by Braden Showalter to get the rebound, and then he goes out of bounds. Cole Mitchie will check back in. Trent Weigel has a seat. Swanton has it. Vance will bring it up. Tries to blow past Lamberson, who matches him in speed. And now Zalapski has it. Zalapski will give over to Calicott, then Calicott to Josh Vance, who goes baseline. Then the dish out. Three ball is no good. And the rebound comes down to Showalter. Showalter gives to Cox, then to Jackson. Jackson right back to Cox. He's off to the left side of the circle and gives over to Showalter. Showalter, head fake, then dribbles down. Back to Cox, three ball in the air from the top of the key, and he buries that one. Bears needed that one, makes it 20-9 with 5:05 remaining here, second quarter rather.
That's something the Bears need too, a shooter with some confidence He wanted that shot the entire time going after the basketball. Stepped into the pass, ready to shoot right from the get-go.
A three ball is no good by Calicott. Rebound will come down to Cannon Lamberson. They'll feed it down quickly. Showalter with it. Underneath to Rohr. Rohr's at the foul line. He'll feed to Lamberson. Lamberson dribble, shot up, and no good. Rebound tipped around, but Cole Mitchie actually made that one happen for Swanton, and Vance will bring it down.
Right idea from the Golden Bears. Good high-low action out of Titus Rohr and Cannon Lamberson. And again, one and done for the Bears. Offensive rebounding's been about non-existent so far.
Vance, three ball, no good. Rebound comes down to the Bears again. A nice boxing out there by both Rohr and Cox on that one.
Yeah, better check out on the backside than what we had the last time.
Down under the block, foul, or shot up by Rohr is no good. He comes down with the rebound, and we're going to get a foul. And Titus will head to the line, and they're going to whistle that one on Andrew Thornton. That'll be his first, team second. That'll put Titus to the line to shoot two.
Man, I don't think it's any secret how we're going to work offensively, how we're going to get back into this. And this is a long way from over. 11 points isn't that big of a deficit that we can't come back. But Titus has got to be involved, and Titus has got to knock some shots down. Work through him to shooters like Evan Cox and to Craig Jackson and knock some shots down. We can get back in this game.
Rohr will miss the first one there. We'll have a second effort at it. That one is up and rattles out. Rebound comes down to Vance, and he'll clear to Calicott. Calicott dribbles through the center circle. Now he'll go left and hand off to Thornton. Thornton goes right side. Bounce pass over to Vance. Vance working against Lamberson, who goes right over Lamberson and puts it up and in. 22-9.
Move there. Athletic, strong, and confident, went right to the rack. Good finish.
Cox with the basketball. He'll work around a screen, then kick out to Lamberson. Lamberson bounce pass over to Showalter. Showalter top of the key. Underneath to Rohr. Rohr, they converge on him, but he kicks it out. Ethan Cox launches another three, no good. Rebound will come down to Mitchie for Swanton. I like the shot, though.
He did. He called for it. He wanted it again. Feet were set. He was ready to shoot.
Three ball the other way for Thornton is no good. Cox will grab that rebound. Bears will hustle it up with 3:04 remaining here, trailing 22-9. First half. Cox with it. He'll go baseline, and he's going to get a foul on the floor. And I think that might be Thornton again. We'll see what they whistle. No, that's going to be 22. Calicott. That'll be his first, team third. Checking in to Carter Brown, as Craig Jackson will have a seat.
Nice job attacking the basket there by the sophomore. I think Swanton thought they had a tie-up on that. It looked pretty close. The officials saw it a little different on the floor.
Brown gets it off the inbound. No good. Rebound will come down to Trent Weigel. Weigel will dish off to Vance. Vance will go right side, and he will be fouled on the floor, they say, by Cannon Lamberson.
Flip the script. 22 at the foul, just like at the other end, on the floor like the other end.
That's two on Cannon, though. We're going to see Jakota Shaw check back in. I'm assuming they're going to have Cannon sit, and they do.
Man-to-man wise, Cannon had a tough draw. Vance is a really nice offensive player. That's a tough matchup for anybody.
He has it now off the inbound, and we're going to get a quick foul on Dakota Shaw. I don't know about that, but
that's a pretty quick whistle there. I think he saw the shove, thought he saw the shove. Tough to play post defense any different than that. Otherwise, just stand and give him the hoop, I guess.
Yep. Weigel will feed it underneath to Thornton. Thornton working against Rohr. Thornton with the fadeaway puts it up and in. 24-9, 2:32 remaining here, second quarter. Cox with the basketball. Dishes to Brown. Brown thought about a three, loses the basketball underneath, and it goes right into the hands of Calicott. He's going the other way. Vance lets somebody blow by and then puts up a shot with the right hand and good. Boy, it looked like that ball hit the out of bounds on the bounce pass, didn't it?
Yeah, I think Vance thought he was throwing up a little bit of an alley-oop there to his buddy on the backside, to Mitchie, and Mitchie decided to bring it down. I think he came real close to the baseline. But again, nice transition for Swanton. Points out as they run off of defense.
And a nice move by Titus Rohr to get the shot up, no good, and we're going to get a foul on the floor. Must have been with the rebound. Not entirely
there
sure.
After Shaw grabbed what was pretty close to our first offensive rebound of the night there. Nice job by crashing the boards there by Dakota Shaw.
That'll be on Josh Vance Refrigeration.
I've always said with basketball, I'd like a little football. We can decline that and take the putback.
That's right.
We
Absolutely.
needed that blocker right there more than we needed the foul.
Absolutely. Showalter with it over to Brown. Now Cox will go baseline and turn it over. Thornton will go the other way. Waits for everybody to blow by. Misses the shot, but the putback is up and good. I think that was Mitchie that got that. Couple of Swanton players there. Brown goes right past the defender.
Nice
gives
find.
underneath. Dakota Shaw puts it up and in. Nice move there. It's 28-11, minute 19 remaining here.
Yeah, Carter Brown's been aggressive. He's a little too aggressive a couple times, but a really nice job penetrating and then finding Dakota Shaw on the baseline there. Dakota found an open spot at the back of the defense.
Vance skips it over to Thornton, who puts it up and in. We go under a minute to play here, first half. Bears need to get some points here. Keep this a little closer. As they go into halftime, make some adjustments. And just as I say that, it's stolen away by Thornton.
That's 5 turnovers just this quarter for the Bears.
Thornton has it. He'll go baseline, spin move, then kick out at the last second to Vance, who launches a three. No good. Rebound knocked around. But Thornton comes up with it, and he will put it up, and Rohr will block that shot. And it'll come down to the Bears with 28.8 to go here. Cox will give it to Brown on the right side. Brown will go baseline. And then he'll give back out to Shaw, top of the key. Dakota will feed into Titus. Titus puts up a shot with the right hand, no good. Rebound is down to Swanton as Rohr gets buried out of bounds. 7 to play. Shot is totally missed by Trent Weigel, and the Bears will have to hustle. 3-ball from half court for Cox is no good, and at the end of the first half of play, your score is 30-11 Swanton. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network, presented by BMU.
Stay warm this winter with the help of Lennox and Stark's Plumbing and Heating Services. Not only stay warm, though, also enjoy great indoor air quality with iWave. iWave safely treats the air throughout the home. It kills mold, bacteria, and viruses. It also reduces odors from pets, cooking, and other sources, including allergens, smoke, static electricity, and dust in the air, and no maintenance, no bulb or other parts to replace. iWave through Stark's Plumbing and Heating today.
Newcomer Schaefer, Spangler, and Breininger is a great group of experts with a common goal: to serve the legal needs of this area with the greatest degree of integrity and excellence. Along with that, they respect and support the athletes in tonight's game for their determination and teamwork. An attorney's relationship with their client is like the one between a coach and their player, a position of trust. Newcomer Schaefer, Spangler, and Breininger are proud supporters of all the athletes and wish them continued success always. The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
I'm Paul Rohrig at the Fackler Monument Company in Montpelier, Ohio. We know it's not easy to select a memorial in a time of sorrow, so we invite you to visit us as part of your pre-planning.
I'm Sally Jo Metzger. There's no high pressure, and by talking to us now, there's no stress. Just good information for you to make your choice.
At Fackler Monument, we feature the largest indoor memorial display in the tri-state area with a variety of colors, shapes, and sizes.
The Fackler Monument Company of Montpelier, Ohio. Check us out online at facklermonument.com.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Contact Rick Taylor Insurance Agency of Bryan for more information today.
At American Family Insurance, they know your life has many moving parts. From your four wheels to your hard-earned home and the financial future of your family, they'll cover the things that matter most. Bundle your home and auto policies for possible savings and add life insurance for convenient, future-focused protection so you can keep dreaming towards what's next. For details, contact Danielle Van Atta, agent. Call 419-636-0408 or stop by 1318 East High Street, Suite A in Bryan.
Back out on the Golden Bears Sports Network, it's halftime, and the Swanton Bulldogs lead the Bryan Bears by a score of 30-11. Chris Malenga and Brian Arnold with you, and Coach, that was rough for the Golden Bears.
Yeah, that's saying it nicely. It was rough. That was a tough start. Second half, it felt like we were getting our legs underneath us a little bit, and then Swanton would get a steal, get deflections, use the defense, get out in transition, and knock some shots down. But where we are lucky is, I thought Swanton started out pretty hot from behind the arc, knocked down a couple shots early, and since then cooled off a lot. They're only 2 of 13 from 3, both of those makes in the first quarter. Where they've stayed really warm is from the 2-point range, 6 of 8 in the second quarter, 5 of 6 in the first. So 11 of 14 in the first half from inside the arc. That's really shooting the ball well.
Yeah.
A lot of that on offensive rebounds and putbacks. They've just been really doing a nice job on the boards, offensive and defensive. I think I've mentioned a couple times, I think we have 2 offensive rebounds right now. Everything else is just a one-and-done shot. For us, shooting has not gone very well. We are 4 of 14 from inside the arc. We are 1 of 7 from outside the arc, and we are 0 of 2 on our 2 free throws. So, that paints the picture of an 11-point first half.
And when you're talking to Coach Fisher early on, he really thought that if they could just get some shots to fall, things would be different. But as we've seen, the shots are not falling tonight, as they haven't all season pretty much, and that's why you have a deficit the way you do. And then when you've got some amazing offense on the other side, you got 2 players in double figures right now, right?
Yeah, looking at the notes early on, the one thing I wrote down for myself was, if you look at, I just go in numbers here, but with the older Vance, 2, 23, and 25, Vance and Thornton and Mitchie, I'm no math teacher, I'm just an old dumb social studies teacher, but just looking at the numbers quickly, it was at least 70 to 80% of all of the shots taken this year, 2-point, 3-point free throws, probably a bigger number than what I'm giving it, but just to be conservative, 75% of all their shots have come from those 3 guys. They've got 30 points at the half from those 3 guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think Coach Fisher's in the locker room saying, boy, somebody's hurting us that we didn't expect, or their offense is coming from, it's coming right from where they thought it would come. It's just those 3 guys have been really tough to stop for us. I mean, that's where we have to get to. Nobody else is hurting us. If we're going to make a run at them here, and there's plenty of time to make a run, if we can get hot and start knocking some shots down, we need to do a better job against the 3 guys we know are their horses and make other people beat us, make other people knock shots down. Because that's a little bit of what we saw there at the end of the quarter. They went 0 for 5 from 3, and some other guys were taking shots. So let's continue. Let's make some other guys take shots. Don't let Vance get free. Don't let Mitchie get free. Thornton has been active and all over. But let's try to do our best to take those 3 away, then use some defense, get us moving the other way, knock some shots down. Let's see if we can get this down to 7, 8, 9 points by the end of the third quarter. We could have some fun in the fourth quarter, and these boys would have a heck of a story for their senior night on a comeback to knock off a league team in their last chance to play on their home floor.
Absolutely. We're going to take a timeout as we're in the BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet halftime show. When we come back, we'll preview the second half. Thanks some sponsors and so much more after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network, presented by BMU. I didn't even...
Things just aren't the way they used to be. Whatever happened to businesses that were eager to please you? At Krill Funeral Service, we offer the same outstanding service we offered decades ago. Are we hopelessly out of style? We certainly hope so. Krill Funeral Service, 860 West Mulberry Street in Bryan.
Helping others isn't just kindness, it's my life. That's why I chose Northwest State.
All roads begin at Northwest State. Visit northweststate.edu today.
Winter is upon us, and with the coronavirus pandemic ongoing, our community, businesses, and children are challenged more than ever to remain positive, optimistic, and healthy through the darkest months of the year. So we invite you to participate in making our community brighter, healthier, and more vibrant than ever. Let's all give a high five to thrive. Everyone in our community can participate in the High Five to Thrive movement, from small children coloring pictures, to individuals patronizing businesses, to businesses hanging high fives in their windows. We all play a role in making our community positive and healthy. Visit facebook.com/High Five to Thrive to learn more. Will you high five to thrive?
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters invites you to become Bryan Strong. In the past 3 years, the Bryan Athletic Booster Board of Directors has purchased new women's basketball uniforms, new football uniforms, and the Athletic Wall of Fame you can see in the hallway next to the gymnasium at Bryan High School. They have also made donations to the Bryan Soccer Association for the lighting project and the Bryan Swim and Dive teams to offset the cost of YMCA diving board and pool equipment. With your contributions, we can accomplish even more. Become a Bryan Strong corporate patron today. Go Bears!
Tonight's broadcast of Golden Bear Sports is proudly streamed by BMU Cable and high-speed internet. BMU is your hometown local provider for digital HD cable and high-speed internet. Call BMU today at 419-633-6100 or visit us on the web at cityofbryan.net. Go Bears from all of us at BMU.
On the Golden Bear Sports Network, it is 30-11 at the half as Swanton leads Bryan. Chris Malenga and Brian Arnold with you. Want to thank our sponsors bringing you the game tonight. They include Northwest State Community College, Krill Funeral Service, BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet, Grimm Paints, Veteran Services of Williams County, Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Jason Deach Collision and Custom, and Bryan Ford Lincoln. And we're about ready to get this one underway. It is going to be Swanton Bulldog basketball to start the third quarter. And you know, we basically talked about it at halftime, the three guys you got to stop.
Yeah, we'll see if, like I said, if we can get off to a good start, we can chip away at the lead, get it into single digits by the end of the quarter, start to feel a little bit of momentum, some confidence. Let's make it interesting in the fourth quarter.
Calicott has the inbound, and we'll give over to Josh Vance. Cross court over to Weigel, now back out to Thornton. Thornton at the top of the key, works around a screen, comes inside, puts up a shot, and we're going to get a foul prior to the, that's going to be on Cox, and that'll be a two-shot foul here for Thornton. They just take it right to the hole, don't they?
Yep. He was working on that from the top of the key, just needed to run Titus off a screen.
Count it. 31-11. And that one's good as well. We talk a lot about these kids, and a lot of these kids are the football kids we saw this year as well. A lot of those similar names.
Yeah, a lot of the shared athletes, like a lot of small schools do, and all of us do, sharing athletes in different programs. And I really like the intensity. I've liked watching the Thornton kid play.
Three ball in the air for Martinez, and it is good from downtown. 32-14. Swanton will kick it up quickly. Vance will have it left side, then he'll give back out to Thornton. High passes to avoid anybody tipping them.
Mitchie has pressure there for the Bears after the made bucket, trying to anything at this point just to get some defense started.
Calicott on the right side, then down low to Thornton. Thornton will go baseline, working against Martinez, and he's double teamed, and he throws it across the court to Vance, and who will give it right back to Calicott the other side. Good defense by the Golden Bears there on the baseline. Calicott will try to feed underneath to Thornton and then pick it back out. Mitchie thought about a three. Then he'll dribble drive, and he will lose the basketball. It'll be a jump ball, which will go to the Bears.
Good double there by Cannon Lamberson. Good closeout by Titus Rohr, and then Cannon with the help got his hands on the basketball, forced a turnover.
Lamberson inbounds to Martinez. It's 32-14 Swanton, 6:35 remaining here, third quarter. Lamberson bounce pass over to Cox. Cox to Lamberson, top of the key. Then bounce pass over to Cox. Cox will spin, put up a shot from the foul line. It's no good. Thornton rips the rebound down and goes the other way. Thornton with it. Will kick it the last second over to Calicott. Now it's stolen away by Cox to Showalter.
He's done a nice job twice here already of doubling on that baseline drive, and a great rotation by Evan Cox there to pick off that pass.
That shot is blocked, but Titus Rohr puts the rebound up, and it's no good. Bears would have loved some points right there. Thornton with it, trying to weave through. Calicott now back to Thornton. Thornton being guarded by Titus Rohr. Bounce pass over to Calicott. Calicott will give back out to Thornton, who launches a three. No good. Rebound will come down, and Swanton will save it right to A.J. Martinez. Martinez will bring it down. He'll go left. He'll put up a shot. It is no good. Rebound knocked around, and Swanton will come down with it. Showalter made a valiant effort, but was denied, and Calicott has it now. He'll
When
hand
that
off.
offside came, I didn't think AJ had any chance of getting that shot off.
Ball goes out of bounds off the hands of Cannon Lamberson. Carter Brown will check in for Cox. Yeah, absolutely.
A little bit of a contortion artist there. I really had to twist to get the shot off.
He has a nice move, though, to the basket.
He's aggressive. He's another one that could beef up a little bit to help himself for the abuse you take playing basketball now anytime you go to the basket.
Swanton just moving it around. Here's Calicott, who will dish the last second to Mitchie and then back out. Weigel with it.
Rotations are a little better by the Bears here this half. Defense is a little better. It's got to translate to the other end, though, or it's not going to matter.
Calicott will give underneath to Mitchie. Over to Vance on the left side. Vance works around the screen from Thornton. Now he'll give around to Weigel. Weigel will try to get underneath. Thornton loses the basketball. Carter Brown ends up coming down with it.
Nice job by Titus sneaking around the backside of that post up.
Rohr puts it up and in. Thornton hit the deck right there. And the Bears have it trail now 32-16.
I saw that last night in the Ohio State game. Men's college basketball's going with that flop warning. I think that probably could have been the same thing right there. He was already going down as Titus started to make his move.
Three ball in the air, no good. Rebound fought for, and it's going to go off of Swanton and head to the Bears. So this Rohr and Weigel were kind of tied up there, and Weigel kind of fell out of bounds with it.
Yeah, a lot of contact, really physical by both players going for that board. The Bears are getting what they want as far as Swanton staying cold from three. They've already missed their first three already this half.
Got to translate to offense over here. Carter Brown with it, top of the key for the Bears. And hands off to Cox. Cox will go, then dish out to Lamberson. Lamberson will come inside, put up a shot, contested, no good. And Coach Fisher wanted a foul. There was a lot of contact down there. The other side, Mitchie tried for the dunk and was denied. And coming down the other way, Lamberson head fake, gets it underneath to Rohr, and it's stolen away by Vance. They get it underneath. Shot is up, no good in the foul, but Cole Mitchie missed that one. But he was fouled, and let's see who the foul is going to be on. That'll be on Carter Brown. That'll be one for him, two for the team so far this half, and that'll put Cole Mitchie to the line. He's a 77% free throw shooter.
Cannon had the right idea right from the beginning. Titus was posting strong on the other end, wanted to get it to him. I think he just took the extra ball fake, extra dribble, and then they gave the defender time to get off the back of Titus' seal.
Both of those were connections from Swanton. Blake Zalapski will check back in. 3:20 and counting here third quarter, 34-16. Swanton leads the Bears. Brown with it right side, skips it to Lamberson. Lamberson back to Brown. Now Martinez. Martinez tries to feed underneath to Rohr, but unable to get it to him. Cox will have it. Now Lamberson thought about a three. Now Brown down low thought about a three. It's like they're almost worried to shoot.
Yeah, I think we've got to stop thinking about them. We've got to start taking them, or we got to start attacking some gaps in this defense, forcing some help to create a shot for our buddy.
Martinez shot at the foul line is missed. He'll go to the line for two, though. And that'll be on Zalapski. That'll be his first.
I think that's the only option the Bears have right now. We're going to have to attack the gaps. With the way we're running this 4-round-1 offense, we've got to attack the gaps and force some help. If the help doesn't come, we've got to get to the rim. We have not been very good from the free throw line yet. This has got to improve too. We've got to get points when the clock's not
running.
Is
it 0 for 3 now, or more than that?
3. This will be our second trip to the line, fourth shot of the game.
That one is up, so Bears shooting 25% from the foul line. That's about the only math I can do.
Yeah, you stole the easy one from me. I would have had that one, I think. At least with some multiple choice.
Weigel with the basketball. He'll go left side to Vance, who's on the wing. Now Vance head fakes, and Martinez gets beat, but able to block that shot, or at least put some question to it. And Calicott misses, then it comes back in and gets his own putback. I'll tell you what, he went right to the basket after that miss.
He did, and that's the first bucket by not one of the big three. That makes me laugh a little bit. I told my daughter the other night, you follow your own shot, get a rebound and score. People will cheer so loud for the fundamentals, and that's what we got right there.
Titus Rohr will get the foul as he was going for the rebound. That's his second. Third for the half for the Bears. 2:02 remaining, 36-17 Bulldogs. Thornton will bring it up. We'll give to Weigel in the circle. Weigel will go left side to Vance on the wing. Vance down low to Weigel, puts up a three ball. No good, rebound comes down to Rohr. That's the first time they've had a one and done in quite some time.
Nice job cleaning up the board there down low by Titus.
Titus will now drive the lane, lose the basketball, and I don't know.
Tipped away from behind. Active hands by the defense.
So Lamberson will inbound. I was thinking more of the contact that hit him to the ground, but inbound to Heward. Heward trying to make something happen, gives to Rohr. Rohr, three ball, no good. Rebound tipped and picked up by Swanton, and they'll hustle it down. Vance will go left side. Now he'll come through the middle and lose the basketball. Cox with the steal. Cox will go all the way, put up a shot, and the shot is missed, but there'll be two for Ethan. Sorry, Evan, I called him by his brother's name again. I think I've done that twice this year.
That's an easy mistake to make.
Calicott gets the foul, 2 on him.
Good push, good decision by Evan Cox right there, knowing that he had the ball out top, attack the basket, put some pressure on the defense. We just need to be able to convert from the line.
Absolutely. It's not fair when the siblings have the same first initial. It's not.
That's just making it hard. Yeah,
absolutely. No good there. Rebound fought for, and Rohr will come up with it, and that's actually going to be a jump ball. I thought Rohr had that cleanly, but it'll stay to Swanton.
It's a few jump balls in a boys basketball game.
Yeah, absolutely. They'll inbound to Mitchie. Bears putting some token pressure. They feed it down quickly. Shot is up and no good. Tipped around, rebound, and it's tipped again. And Lamberson will come down with it. The shot was Zalapski who missed that one. He was wide open underneath in the key, and we go under a minute to play. Third quarter. Heward with it, feeds it underneath to Rohr. Rohr makes a move, puts up a shot, and he draws the foul. That'll be on Thornton.
Just 2 on him.
Yep, that was him. Rohr will head to the line. This is his second trip, I believe. 36-17 with 36 seconds to go here, third quarter.
Yeah, I don't think Thornton agreed with that call, and what I could only assume was his mother below us did not agree with it either.
That first one is good by Titus to make it 36-18. Next one is good. Dakota Shaw will check back in for the Bears. Give Titus a little bit of a rest.
Yeah, good sub right here. You got to get the 30 seconds plus the end of the quarter.
Inbound to Weigel, who fires it down to Calicott. Now to Thornton. Bears switch defense. Vance with it. He's going to hold for the last one. And it's poked away by Cannon Lamberson. Though Vance was not very careful with the basketball there.
Cannon's always been a really good on-the-ball defender. He's just so long. His wingspan's got to be longer than his height. He's got that good, quick left hand, good action.
Calicott with it now.
And I still think lefties sneak up on kids sometimes. They just don't expect a kid to use his left hand when they do.
That underneath Thornton, and we're going to get a foul. I think that's going to be called on Dakota Shaw.
Yep.
That's 2 on him. Lots of fouls being called here. I guess only 7.5, but feels like every time they get close and have contact, there's a foul. Thornton has it.
I tell you, though, after the way the first half went, especially that first quarter, we have really slowed them down. Our defense has done a much better job. Swanton's only got one made field goal in the quarter. The rest have been off free throws.
Brown gets the rebound. He'll head down quickly. Go baseline with it, then kick out. Lamberson with the 3. No good. The end of the third quarter of play, it's 37-19. Swanton leads. Back with the fourth quarter after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network, presented by BMU.
At Bryan Ford Lincoln, we like to think we earn our Ford President's Award for Excellence every day. Our salespeople spend hours researching not only Ford and Lincoln products, but also our competitors. This helps us recommend the perfect vehicle for our customers' needs. That same attention to detail carries throughout our entire staff, from vehicle service to customer service. Everybody here at Bryan Ford Lincoln looks forward to earning your business with our President's Award attitude every day.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters invites you to become Bryan Strong. In the past 3 years, the Bryan Athletic Booster Board of Directors has purchased new women's basketball uniforms, new football uniforms, and the Athletic Wall of Fame you can see in the hallway next to the gymnasium at Bryan High School. They have also made donations to the Bryan Soccer Association for the Lighting Project and the Bryan Swim and Dive teams to offset the cost of YMCA diving board and pool equipment. With your contributions, we can accomplish even more. Become a Bryan Strong corporate patron today. Go Bears!
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, 37-19 as we enter the fourth quarter. Swanton leads Bryan here in this NWOL matchup. Don't usually like to look ahead, but the Bears will be in the playoff contention. They will head to Napoleon next week for a game. It's next week, correct?
Yes.
Next Thursday, I think?
Next week, yep.
Cox will get the basketball to start the half here, or the quarter here. Lamberson with it. Now to Rohr. Back to Lamberson.
Well, the good news for Coach Fisher and for the Bears is we did outscore Swanton there in the third quarter. The bad news is down 19. We only outscored them by 1, and it was only 8-7. We're going to have a lot better offensive output. We're going to put a dent in this lead in a hurry.
Mitchie knocks it away. Thornton now has it. They were going into Rohr, and Mitchie just jumped the pass. Calicott quickly to Vance. Vance will give back out to Mitchie. Now cross courts it to Thornton. Thornton will drive, dish at the last second, go out of bounds. And the coaching staff was not pleased with that.
Coach Visser not happy with that one. That's one. There's the old, the fundamental up in the air. Oh no, what am I going to do with it?
Yep.
And both players split on him.
And he redeems himself by stealing that away, and Cox is going to get the foul drawn. And let's see, are they going to count that or say it was before the shot? Yeah, they're going to count it.
That bucket.
And Coach Visser's going to call a 30-second timeout. We're going to take it with him with 7:09 remaining here, fourth quarter. Back after this.
Tonight's broadcast of Golden Bear Sports is proudly streamed by BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet. BMU is your hometown local provider for digital HD cable and high-speed internet. Call BMU today at 419-633-6100 or visit us on the web at cityofbryan.net. Go Bears from all of us at BMU.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, a 20-point lead for Swanton, 39-19 with 7:09 remaining here, fourth quarter. Little cross promotion. We will have the girls tournament game against St. Mary's. That'll be here tomorrow night. I think the tip is at 7 o'clock, and we will have that one for you. So join us about 6:45 or so for that one. Bryan and St. Mary's. St. Mary's got the best of the Lady Bears last time as Thornton makes the three-point play after the timeout. But Bears did not play particularly well that night, and talking with Coach Grosjean today, he believes that his team can win and get a rematch here and get a victory that second time around.
Yeah, the girls did not shoot. I read through the article for the preview for the game. The girls were 11 of 44 from the field, and that's the one thing that really stood out to me from what I remember seeing it the first time, is just how poorly we shot the ball.
Thornton gets fed underneath and puts up an easy one from right in front of the basket, making it 42-19. Bears turn the ball over their last trip. Almost did it again. Brown underneath, and they do turn it over. Nope, he gets it back, and Thornton just hacks him and no whistle.
There's a lot of activity there. I don't know if it was easy to discern what was happening or not for the officials.
Absolutely. They get it under to Titus. Right block, puts up a shot, counted in the foul. Bears need to head to the line. That is going to be on, let's see. That's going to be on Thornton. That'll be 3 on him. I thought they were going to call it on 22, but they whistled 23.
It's been a pretty good matchup all night long, Titus and Thornton. Those two have had a pretty good individual battle going back and forth.
All right, Dylan Dominic is in, and I can't remember who you said 10 was last game. I didn't write it down.
10 is Sammy Harold.
That's right. That's up and good. Makes it 42-22, 6:10 remaining here, fourth quarter. Vance with the basketball, he'll give over to Thornton. And it's knocked away by Martinez, and then a foul the other way, and that'll be on Weigel. And so that's the 5th team foul for Swanton. Checking into the game is Nathan Vance, the 5'11 sophomore, and Weigel will sit down. I'm assuming we're going to start seeing more and more of the younger kids come in here with this big of a lead.
Yeah,
as
but
we're under 6 minutes
here towards the end with Sammy Harold and Dylan Dominic. Both of them played a lot of JV time tonight for the Bears in their W.
Dominic with it on the right side. Now back to Lamberson. Lamberson will give to Dominic, top of the key now, right back to Lamberson. Lamberson launches a 3, and boy, that rattled, but it was good for the tray. Thornton will bring it up. It makes it 42-25. We're under 5.5 to play here, fourth quarter. To Mitchie. Now to Calicott. Calicott gives over to Nathan Vance. And then a 3 buried by Josh Vance, so one Vance to another.
That's the first time Josh Vance has really been involved in the second half. He's been a little quiet here since halftime.
And a turnover for the Bears, and Vance puts it up, no good. Martinez will have it and bring it up quickly. Over to Harold. Harold loses it out of bounds.
He tried to kind of get moving before he had the ball in his hands there. Sammy, a really nice freshman athlete for the Golden Bears.
Zalapski will check back in, the 6'4 senior off the bench. So sitting down will be Thornton. We're going to see Keith Hewitt here in just a second as well. Calicott will bring it up. Give over to Mitchie. Mitchie working against Rohr. Rohr works off of him, gets it, puts up a slam with the right hand. And we're going to see, I think Keith Hewitt's coming in. They whistled that. let him come in, I would think.
Should have a sub, yeah.
Yep. So a
That's
little bit of
gotta feel pretty
excitement.
good for Titus. Great defense there his last time on his home floor, getting a chance to flush one on a breakaway.
That was great D by Titus. Like to see him do it again. 45-27, 4:30 here, fourth quarter. Calicott will bring it up. Give over to Josh Vance. Josh Vance goes left side to Calicott. Now to Mitchie. Mitchie will give to Nathan Vance. Then back out. Josh Vance with it. Then over to Nathan. Swanton content to just move the basketball around with 4 minutes here in the fourth quarter. Now they go baseline. Josh Vance high glass, no good. Rebound comes down to Mitchie, and they'll reset. And it's stolen away. That is going to be Lamberson with the steal. Lamberson will head the other way, and we're going to get foul on Calicott. That'll be his third foul.
I don't think Coach Visser's got a lot to be upset with his boys' performance tonight. Good performance on the road in the league, but not going to be happy with turnovers here in the second half. Got a little sloppy with the basketball. We heard him get upset earlier. I think a little unhappy with some shot selection too. But still an 18-point lead, 4 minutes to go on the road, and nobody's going to be unhappy with that in a league game.
Absolutely. Dominic with the basketball. He'll give over to Showalter, now over to Harold. Harold goes baseline, up for Lamberson, who puts it up and good. 45-29, 3:30 and counting here, fourth quarter. Vance will bring it up. Vance will dish it over to Calicott, now in the corner to Nathan Vance. Nathan Vance no look over to Zalapski. Back to Josh Vance, who launches a three and buries it. That was nothing but net.
Yeah, that was a nice shot. Caught in rhythm, shot in rhythm.
We're going to do a quick 30-second timeout as Ryan O'Shea, the 5'9 sophomore, is going to check in. And I think that's all they really wanted. So we're going to keep it right here. I want to thank our sponsors bringing you the game tonight. They include Northwest State Community College, Krill Funeral Service, BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet, Grimm Paints, Brian Ford Lincoln, Jason Deach Collision and Custom, Bryan Athletic Boosters, Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, and Veteran Services of Williams County. Again, tomorrow night, girls basketball here. Playoff girls basketball for you. And this is the bracket. It's St. Mary's, who defeated Salina, will face Bryan, and the winner will play the winner of Lima Bath, the 2 seed, and Toledo Rogers. So there you go.
Tough district, really tough district.
Absolutely.
Lima Bath and Napoleon. Napoleon still, I don't know if they finished the year number 1 in Division II, but they're in top 2 or 3. Lima Bath's in the top 5. Us and St. Mary's have both been state ranked at one time or another. And just a loaded district for Division II. Should be a lot of fun for the girls.
Yeah, Bath is your 2 seed. Napoleon, their 1 seed. And St. Mary's your 4 seed. And they've got to, St. Mary's has got to be frustrated with the 4 seed, obviously, because they beat Bryan here, but that's where they were. And so instead of us traveling to St. Mary's, they're coming here.
And we need to take advantage of that.
Yes.
And in all honesty, being at home on Saturday night, we've had a little time to rest. We know our opponent. We've had a chance to play him so far, once already this year. So got a lot of things that we need to take advantage of going into tomorrow night. The scouting report isn't just from film. It's from seeing them right in front of us. And we need to come in and be confident tomorrow night and make some shots. And we've talked about it already. We did not shoot the ball well. Play some confident offense and score some points.
Sam Harold misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Rebound will come down, and I spoke too early. Thornton is back in. So with a 19-point lead, they're going to bring their starters back in. Missed that one, and Bears have the rebound. Heward tries to go baseline, then dishes to Lamberson. Lamberson will spin move, then kick out. Heward thought about a 3, trouble with the basketball. Got to be confident to shoot those shots.
And it's your last chance. You're a senior on the floor. Go ahead and take that shot, Keith. You deserved it. You work hard every day in practice. You've been coming. You can hoist that thing up there.
Titus Royal check back in. Here's Calicott. Calicott working on Showalter. Vance with it. Vance will feed underneath to Thornton. Mismatch there. The Bears switch now, and they get it back to Zalapski, who puts it up and in. There was a definite mismatch there with Showalter working against Thornton, but they were able to exploit it.
Thornton, we had to run to double, and the cutter right there, Zalapski, did a nice job of seeing the open spot. They locked eyes and a great pass.
Swanton steals it away off the rebound. Now Heward will go in and throw it off the stomach of a Swanton Bulldog to save it for the Bears. 50-29, a minute and 55 to go. Ryan O'Shea will check in. Dylan Dominic as in.
Coach Fisher doing a nice job getting his seniors off the floor here.
Yep. Inbound tall to Titus Rory, launches a three. It's blocked. Rebound comes down to Dominic, who gets pushed out of bounds. And wow. Dominic was shoved out of bounds.
Fisher must have thought it was a draft.
Joe Watson will check in for Cannon Lamberson. And Aiden Pels will come in for Keith Heward. The last remaining senior is Titus Rory on the court. Cannon Lamberson coming down, giving everybody some hugs.
And we talked about it in the senior night for the girls, and they were fortunate enough to come away with a win. You have a little different feeling. But the fact of the matter is these kids have worked really hard. You know, most of them, if not all of them, have been playing since little kids rec basketball. They've been playing 4th, 5th, and 6th grade tournaments. Mom and Dad have been driving them to practice and buying shoes every year and doing all that stuff. And that all matters. This final score doesn't mean a thing here. These kids have put a lot of time in. They have a lot to be proud of for all of the hours that they've spent working at this sport, something they love. And they deserve a chance to come out and get an ovation like that. That's a really classy move by Coach Fisher and his staff.
Rohr gets a standing ovation as he leaves, and he walks down the bench and hugs every one of the Golden Bears. Stolen away by Dylan Dominic. I'll tell you what, Dylan Dominic, the future looks pretty bright with a couple of these kids. The way they play defense, Dominic has had 2 steals now in his short time frame.
Dylan's the kind of kid that you like as a coach. Just a smart kid. He's heady. He's always in the right place. He knows where he wants to be. He knows where he's got to get to. He's always thinking a step ahead. You know, quarterback on the football field, depending on how things go in the fall, he's played the position a lot, and you can just tell. He understands the game. He's one of those kids.
Joe Watson will go to the line to shoot 2. First one up and rattles good. 50-30 now, 1:11 to play, 4th quarter. Caden Davis will check in for Swanton, and sitting down will be Cole Mitchie, and Mitchie had a bunch tonight. Second one by Watson is no good. Rebound will come down to Swanton. Calicott will bring it up. Calicott will go right side over to Nathan Vance, then back out to Caden Davis. Davis will go back to Vance. And they'll go to Calicott. Then a 3-ball in the air for O'Shea is no good. Rebound knocked around. Davis will pick it up, put up a shot, and make it. Hit the deck as he does. Under a minute now, 52-30. Swanton on top of things here. Watson with it. Stolen away. The other way as Vance puts up the easy layup, misses it, and Dylan Dominic comes down with the rebound, and it's knocked away. Another shot up and good for Caden Davis. Makes it 54-30 as we go to 22 seconds and counting here. 4th quarter, 54-30. Swanton on top of this one. Shot is up and good for the Bears.
Maddox Langendorf for another good young player. The future's really bright for the Bears.
And that'll do it. So the Golden Bears, the losing end of this one, 54-32. The Swanton Bulldogs, the victors. And we are going to take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll check stats and give you so much more on the Golden Bears Sports Network presented by BMU.
We know in life that we take time to celebrate life events. We help families honor the lives of those they love by highlighting what made their loved ones special and honoring the legacy that was left.
We are often very busy, but we encourage families to slow down, take time to gather together, and celebrate the impact their loved one had on their life. Allow us to work with you when the need arises to create a personalized and meaningful service. Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home, we are always here when you need it.
Winter is upon us, and with the coronavirus pandemic ongoing, our community, businesses, and children are challenged more than ever to remain positive, optimistic, and healthy through the darkest months of the year. So we invite you to participate in making our community brighter, healthier, and more vibrant than ever. Let's all give a high five to thrive. Everyone in our community can participate in the High Five to Thrive movement, from small children coloring pictures, to individuals patronizing businesses, to businesses hanging high fives in their windows. We all play a role in making our community positive and healthy. Visit facebook.com/High Five to Thrive to learn more. Will you high five to thrive?
You don't always see them, and they don't always see you. That's the time to call Jason Dietz Collisions and Customs in Edgerton. Many of today's vehicles feature very durable and lightweight aluminum construction, and we are proud to be one of the few shops in the area with the proper tools and certified technicians to bring that aluminum beauty back to life. Jason Dietz Collisions and Customs on State Route 6 on the east side of Edgerton. At Krill Funeral Service, we know family is a broad term. A family member comes in all sizes and shapes. They can also be fluffy with 4 legs and a tail, but they're all part of your family. They can go on vacations with us, they're at the center of the parties, and often they're the ones that are there during the toughest of times. When the time comes to say goodbye to those very special family members, we at Krill Funeral Services are here with an environmentally friendly choice for aftercare. Krill Funeral Services, we're here for your entire family.
Are you interested in a bachelor's degree? Did you know you can get your start at Northwest State, save thousands on tuition, and get your credits transferred to the 4-year school of your choice? For more information on the NSCC Bachelor's Bound Pathway, contact our advising center today or stop by. All roads begin at Northwest State.
If you have a do-it-yourself painting job that really matters, you need professional-grade PPG paint from Grimm Paint Supply, located just north of Bryan at the intersection of County Road G and County Road 15. Whether it's interior, exterior, deck or barn paint, industry alkyds, and Durethane, Grimm Paint Supply has everything you need, including brushes, rollers, and trays, and can mix your specific color right there on the spot. When you use a professional grade paint, it may cost a couple bucks more up front, but it will keep you off the ladder and end up saving you money in the long term. If the paint job really counts, call Grimm Paint Supply, 419-633-4979.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network final from Bryan, Swanton 54, Bryan 32, and let's take a look at some final stats.
On the winning side of the ledger tonight for the Swanton Bulldogs, we talked about how the vast majority of their offense came from 3 people, and the same thing was true tonight. Of the 54 points tonight, 46 came from 3 players. Josh Vance had 16 points tonight. He had 2 threes. He was also 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Andrew Thornton had 15 points tonight. He had a 3, and he was 4 of 5 from the free throw line. And Cole Mitchie had 15 points tonight. He had a 3, and he was 2 of 2 from the line. And then he had Caden Davis kicked in 4 there towards the end of the game, coming in for some cleanup time. Hayden Calicote had 2 points, and Blake Zalapsky has 2 points. So vast majority of the offense coming from those 3 guys. Swanton was 8 of 9 from the free throw line. Overall, shot 17 of 28 from 2-point range. Really shot the ball well. Struggled from 3. That might be the one knock, that, and they turned the ball over a little more than what they liked in the second half. We're only 4 of 19 from 3. But a total of 54 points tonight, and I thought probably looked more good on offense than bad. Coach has still got some things to talk about and some work on, but he's got to feel good going into the tournament like that. On the Bryan side of the ledger, the Golden Bears finished up with 32 points on 8 of 23 from 2-point range, 3 of 13 from 3, and 5 of 12 from the free throw line. Leading scorer tonight for the Golden Bears, senior Titus Rohr, had 11 points, including 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Senior senior Cannon Lamberson had 7, including a three-pointer. A.J. Martinez had 6. He had a three-pointer. Evan Cox knocked down a 3, had 4 3-points. And then Dakota Shaw had an offensive putback off a rebound early, and then off the bench during some JV time, Maddox Langendorfer had a varsity bucket, and Joe Watson made a free throw. So total, again, of 32 points for the Golden Bears. Better job taking care of the basketball in the second half. I thought we looked a little bit better, looked a little bit more aggressive defensively in the second half. But the big 3 for Swanton, just a little too much for us to handle
And we
tonight.
said that at the beginning. That was what we were going to see, and we saw every bit of it. At halftime, they had all their points.
Yeah, yep. And the offense runs through those 3, and I was impressed. That's the first time I've seen Andrew Thornton on the basketball court, and I was really impressed with the way he plays the game. He's active on offense, active on defense. He made life hard on Titus Rohr as a little bit of an undersized defender in the post. He definitely would take my player of the game tonight for the Bulldogs.
Well, the Bulldogs moved to 12-9 on the season, 4-3 in the NWOL. Meanwhile, the Bears fall to 4-16, 2-5 in the league. Bears will play at Napoleon next week for their tournament game. We have a tournament game here tomorrow night, and that is going to be girls basketball, Bryan and St. I want to thank our crew doing this one tonight. Our director is Eric Herman, our production assistant, Chris KB Bryce. Our cameras, Tony Malenga, Shar Miller, and Donnie Miller. I want to thank our athletic department here at BHS, Chad Savage and Teresa Kuzmal. Our art department, Matt Neff and Stephanie Ponzak. Ben Murray back at WQCT pushing the buttons. And this is been a production of BMU Video. This broadcast is copyrighted by BMU and the Board of Public Affairs for the private use of our audience. Any duplication or other use of this broadcast, including descriptions or accounts of the game without BMU's consent, is prohibited. One final time for Brian Arnold. I am Chris Malanga. Your final score, 54 for Swanton, Bryan 32. Have a great night, everybody.
You have to eat the dream. You have to sleep the dream. You have to dream the dream. You got to touch. You have to see it when nobody else sees it. You have to feel it when it's not tangible. You have to believe it when you cannot see it. You got to be possessed with the dream, the train.
So I ball so hard, niggas wanna find me. First, gotta find me. What's 50 grand to a like me? Can you please remind me? Ball so hard, it's crazy. Y'all don't know that those face. And that's to go 0 for 82 when I look at you like you is crazy. Ball so hard, where we ain't even Pope be here. Ball so hard since we here. It's only right that we be fair. Psycho, I'm libo to go Michael. Take the pick. Jackson, Tyson, Jordan. Game 6, ball so hard, got a broke clock. Rollies that don't tick-tock. All the Mars that's losing time. Hidden behind all these big rocks. Ball so hard, I'm shocked too. I'm supposed to be locked up too. You escape, but I escape. You be in Paris, get passed up too. Ball so hard, let's get liberties for like 6 days. Gold bottles, soul models, spilling through my sick days. So ball so hard, behave. Just might let you meet gay. Shot towns, B-rolls, moving the next.